it's a full-time job, and it's extremely time-consuming, and it's not as easy as it may appear to some people.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Even though I had a bunch of clips already, I still did a little bit of hunting today. It's, I don't know, almost addictive at this point. Not a safe addiction to have, is it? I can honestly say, and I'm sure you guys have noticed this too, the left is just getting worse. I mean, the calls of violence, the delusion, it's just getting worse. So I'm not really running with a theme tonight. Normally I'll throw either like all men at you or just all women or all glasses, all nose. I'm not really going with a theme. I'm mishmashing them all together. But it's a pretty decent display, randomly too, of just complete delusion and insanity. We need to make mental institutions great again, guys. Let's get into it.
Happy International Women's Day to all of the women out there, except for the ones who voted for Donald Trump. No. Today is not for you, darling. No. You get to remain in the oppressive hellscape that you so desperately want to cling to. Okay. Yeah. No matter how hard you try, he would not pick you. So sad. You know why? Because you're not his biological daughter. That's
the only reason to eviscerate the federal government and force an unnecessary recession with tariffs that no one needs is to consolidate power, to take it away from the people and to give it to the president. This is not stupidity. It's Project 2025.
So yeah, fuck capitalism, fuck this administration. Yes, Bernie Sanders should start his own political party because I'm over this whole blue and red thing. It's literally rich against poor, period.
Yeah, I just wear these for fun. They don't actually do anything. I actually can see completely fine. You know, glasses are just really cute, and it's just like part of my aesthetic.
Yeah, this is one of those moments, right, where I'm fucking crazy because I'm sad and mad and angry. No! I'm allowed to have emotion. I'm allowed to be mad and sad and angry and happy at the same time. If you're not doing the right thing and I can see that, I'm gonna confront it. I'm gonna tell you. I don't care if you call the cops. I don't care if I'm your friend. I don't care. Do the right fucking thing.
Hey TikTok fams. So I'm replying to my own comment from my mediocre man baby Muskie post because I thought about this too. Didn't the Orange Cheeto Daddy sign that executive order like repealing all electric vehicle stuff that Biden implemented? Didn't he say he was like completely against electric vehicles, that, you know, we wanted to make America great again by making America's car manufacturers great again? We do know that all Teslas are electric, right? Every single Tesla is an electric vehicle. So, you know, Orange Cheeto Daddy has gone from, oh, electric vehicles are the devil, to, oh, let's all go buy one because it's Muskie's company and we need to support him. The hypocrisy always just blows the mind.
The more and more you watch these clips, the more and more it's just clear that these guys just have their talking points from MSNBC and CNN or whoever she got this information from. Trump never once said that he's against electric vehicles. He said that they're good to have also, but we need gas-powered vehicles. He was not canceling EVs. I don't know where she got that info from. It must just be a talking point that was just misinformation that was spread on to her that she, of course, believed like a goldfish. We all know that Trump said that he is putting an end to Biden's electric vehicle mandate. Biden was trying to force EVs on everybody in the United States by a certain year and get rid of gas-powered cars. That's what Trump canceled. So he's not a hypocrite. Another funny thing is these guys are criticizing Trump for doing that whole thing with the Teslas on the front lawn of the White House. Now, not only did Biden have, transgender parties at the White House, but if I'm right, he also did something himself when it came to vehicles in front of the White House. So I'd call that hypocrisy.
Queer and genderqueer, day number 50. I am sitting out here in the gorgeous outdoors, being gorgeous. 'Cause I am gorgeous. And you are gorgeous. And we are gorgeous. I love you so unconditionally. And I hope you know that. And I hope that you are loving yourself unconditionally too, because that is so important. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh, yeah, and if I see anybody at this point saying you voting for Trump because he's going to give y'all another stimulus check, I'm going to just assume you a broke-ass bitch. A stupid broke-ass bitch. A low-down broke-ass bitch. A bitch that don't want to go to work because, bitch, you can get the same stimulus check if you go to work for 2 weeks, bitch. Go to work for 2 weeks. Weekends off, too. You don't even got to go on the weekends, bitch. You going to have a couple days off. You will still get the same motherfucking check. Bitch, just go to work. Go to work. Fucking stimulus. Bitch, fuck out of here.
You know why it's taking so long and it's so critical and so difficult? If the left wins, dictatorships will be called into question and Russia will for sure have no more support. Goodbye, Kremlin. If they win, goodbye, democracy.
I'm not saying I want it, but I would not hate to be put into a little coma.
What am I going to do when that day comes? I'm going to have screwdrivers all day long. Like, all orange juice and vodka all day. I'm going to dance in the street. It's going to be awesome.
This is about Rachel Maddow taking the 7-figure pay cut. She didn't do anything wrong. All she did was take a pay cut in order to stay on TV to keep giving us information. She has her money, you know, her and her wife are set, I'm sure. But she's a true journalist, and that's why she's staying, I think. I think she knows that it's got to be done. Somebody has to be out there that's trustworthy. Her and Lawrence O'Donnell are the only ones I'll even listen to. Chris Hayes, yes, to him too. But the other two in the morning, it's a joke. And since they're hemorrhaging money, they probably came to her and said, okay, we're going to have to let you go, or can you take a cut, or whatever. She's one of the highest paid journalists on TV because she is so trustworthy, and because she just gives the facts, and she's so educated, and she brings in viewers because of that, right? So no, she didn't do anything wrong.
What a total sheep. I don't think I've ever seen anybody praise Rachel Maddow so much within a 60-second period. She's a true journalist. She's so wise and so truthful and so honest. Oh my gosh. That's the only person that she'll listen to get her true information from. And she's the only one that's pulling in viewers. If I'm right, Rachel Maddow's viewership has dropped hard. Rachel Maddow is not a journalist. She never was. She's a propagandist. She sits there and reads off of a teleprompter. That's all and she gaslights. She throws in her own little highlights on top of it. She just has the green light to propagandize as much as she wants. She's not a good person, in my opinion, YouTube. And it really pains me that people actually listen to this one. It drives me nuts. Every night when I walk my dog, remember, I'm in Canada. There's this one house that I walk by, and every time when I walk my dog at nighttime for his last little bit of business in the evening, I see Rachel Maddow's face. Ever since she got back like 5 days a week, I see her face through their living room window. And it's like, man, you poor people, you're not even in that country and you're listening to everything that this woman has to say. Absolutely disastrous. Sheep.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting a conversation here, but this comment just took me out, girl. Like, Trump 2024 in the bio and everything. And so I think you would also agree that you shouldn't force a pregnancy on someone's body, right? Or is that
I don't give a fuck. Just kill him. You have to. I'm not asking.
What absolutely baffles me is that Trump still has supporters. Yes, there's still people walking around us, by the way, who support this man. You're scared. I'm scared.
Yeah, babes. We know. That's what we've been trying to tell you. That
I don't give two shits that families are being separated if somebody's getting deported. I actually find it hilarious.
And
I don't
this?
give a fuck about your grocery prices.
Not Christian. Not Christian at all. And also this, definition of idolatry. But don't worry, I'm sure there'll be some federally mandated orange church to go to soon. So, yay! If you're okay with Mahmoud Khalil being arrested and deported because you disagree with his stance on Israel and Palestine, you're a fascist. Period.
Good evening, friends. I just wanted to get on here tonight to say something to you all. Well, to some of y'all. The woman I voted for, Vice President Kamala Harris, she is not a quitter. She does not quit when the going gets tough. She is a fighter. She is a prosecutor. She is a brilliant woman. It is why we voted for her. Remember all the wonderful things like how smart she is and how she's been elected to every position she's ever been in. She's not a quitter. And I think some people just need to have a little bit more faith and understand that she's not going anywhere. No matter what tomorrow brings, like she's still going to be a leader at the forefront. She knows what's at stake, and she knows that it's important to lead in times like this. So just pay attention. You never know what's going to happen. You just don't. And to hope is good.
Okay, so this clip is obviously a little bit dated. It's probably about 2 months old, I'm assuming. I've never seen it before until yesterday when I came across it. And by now, people obviously know that Kamala Harris is a quitter. I mean, you know what? It's unfair of me to actually call her a quitter. She didn't have anything she can do after Trump won. There's nothing she could have done. These people were holding on to straws. But it really just dawned on me. And I mean, it's dawned on me a few times before, but I really actually put thought into it after listening to her. How she's intelligent. She's a prosecutor. She's a strong woman. She's not a quitter. Before the end of July, nobody knew anything about Kamala Harris. She was the most unpopular vice president that is in history of U.S. presidency. So how do they believe what they're saying? What on earth makes them think that Kamala Harris is this strong woman? What, because she was a prosecutor? And she uses the word that she was elected. We all use the word that she was erected all the way up there. Because she was an attorney general. What is it? Could they not see what we were seeing? Are we not supposed to believe what our eyes and what our ears were hearing? We seen how Kamala Harris would collapse when she had no script to follow. She had her memorized words that she would use. And that's where she would start to do this thing with her hands when she feels that she's pitching. But then when she ran out of words, nothing what she said made sense. How do they not see this? I know I sit here with you guys and I try and figure these people out, and it's like trying to figure out insanity. There is no figuring it out. But they actually have zero evidence at all that Kamala Harris is not a quitter, that she's intelligent, how she was so highly qualified. I guess they can go with the qualified thing, right? I mean, she did have it if you put it on a resume, but I don't know, guys. I just had to get that off my chest. When I hear people praise Kamala Harris, it drives me a little bit crazy because we know the truth and America dodged a bullet.
I think it's really fun and awesome that we now live in a world where I can just walk home from the grocery store carrying eggs and people will just come up to me and be like, oh my God, where did you get those? It's a status symbol now. I think that's so cool that we live in a world where eggs are exclusive. They're like, where did you get those? And I was like, oh my God, I know, right? These didn't even expire until March. It's so cool that that's our world now.
If you don't support and you're like, let's be friends. Because what the fuck is going on?
Well, the best thing I could do is not be quiet, okay? These fuckers have fucked my life over and I fucking want justice! And God's gonna grant it, okay? It's gonna take a little time, but God's gonna grant it.
And a message for racist people, you guys, Jesus is so mad at you.
I just feel like some of these bills should be 6 months, every 3 months. Every month is crazy. You got the rent, you got the car note, you got the insurance, you got the phone bill, Wi-Fi, electricity, water, gas. All every fucking month. Can I live? Can I have one fucking vacation? No, I can't, because it's every month. Don't fucking stop. It doesn't fucking stop. Every month, rent. I just paid the rent. What are you telling me? The first is Saturday? This Saturday?
It's only partially true that we all have access to the same information. We are all aware that our news media is now run by the oligarchs who were at King Trump's coronation, and they don't want to share the information with everyone. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. You can see from being here on TikTok that if you look in the World Talk, you can see the things that are happening in other countries that are not being shown to us through the mainstream media. So ironically, for all the Trumpers that were, bah, 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 mainstream media is a bunch of lies, blah, for all the past years, they don't seem to believe that anymore, but they might have been onto something. I think it's actually true.
Okay, so this is starting to appear more and more and more now that the left are convinced now that Trump is in control of the media. When we all know even more than 90% of all mainstream media is left-leaning and very biased. You're hearing even more now about how we're being cut off from the rest of the world. The rest of the world, we're not seeing what they're saying and how they're all protesting for us. She didn't mention a protest here, but other people have been mentioning these protests that are going on worldwide to try and save the United States. And it's not no worldwide population, it's just libtards in other countries that feel they got to stand with the libtards out here. The same way that the libtards out here want to stand with Ukraine and stand with Palestine and stand with every other country but their own. So again, as I mentioned, liberals have this empathy that they have to get out. So that means that there's liberals out there in the UK and other countries that have to express their empathy that they feel bad for the poor libtards that are in the United States. So these protests are, again, only libtards. Trump is in no way in control of the media. Look, I will defend Fox News a little bit more than other people because I do like the nighttime guys. I like Jesse Waters, I like Judge Jeanine and whatnot. But Trump's not a huge fan of Fox News. He will deal with them. He'll deal with Hannity and whatnot. But he's iffy with Fox News. Peter Doocy, though. Peter Doocy's awesome. Even Trump likes Doocy a lot. So Trump is in no way rolling around with the media. The left wing still has control of the mainstream media. I will say it again. I've said it before. Trump needs to remove that amendment that Obama made to the Smith-Mundt Act. They can just propagandize without penalty. I don't know how Trump hasn't reversed this yet. I don't know if it's as simple as doing it by an executive order, but there's got to be a way that he can do it. He's got to be able to just remove that amendment that I would keep wanting to say Biden, that Barack Obama made to the Smith-Mundt Act, and get these mainstream media heads back on a leash, get journalism back to actually being journalists and not propagandists. Wow. All right, guys, as usual, I got one more for you. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new, and I shall see you guys in the next video.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I just hate him. I hate him. I hate everything about him. I hate him. I hate everything about him. He's the biggest fraud. Biggest fraud. I've never seen a bigger fraud. Takes credit for everything. Does nothing original. Like, worthless. A drain on humanity. Sick of hearing his name. Sick of hearing their names.